Welcome back, my friends, to my last brain cell. Happy pre-Valentine's Day, hence the shirt, you feel me? Happy pre-Valentine's Day, happy Friday, Junior. If you're celebrating Valentine's Day tomorrow, I hope you enjoy. If you're celebrating Valentine's Day this weekend, I hope you enjoy. No matter when you celebrate Valentine's Day with your loved one, I hope you enjoy and don't let anyone tell you any different. Before we start with the question of the day today, I gotta try this out. If you saw my IG post, if you saw the post on the YouTube channel, then you know my friends over at Dubby have a couple new flavors based on one of the hottest new anime right now, Solo Leveling. And not only do they have it based on Solo Leveling, this is an official Crunchyroll licensed product. You see that insignia there? Crunchyroll license with my boys at Dubby. So, what's in my cup? Excellent question. We're going to start today with the flavor based on the MC himself, you know what I mean, Sung Jin Woo. This one is called Shadow Monarch Surge, and it is a blue raz purple grape. So blue raspberry, purple grape flavor. We're going to go ahead and give this one a try. I'm going to shake it up a bit. Now, I think I said this to you guys before, too. I haven't been taking pre-workout. I've only been drinking my Dubby. I've been drinking the Beach and Peach, which is super delicious. It literally tastes like I'm drinking a nice, cool, refreshing beverage on a sandy surface in the sun, umbrella over me while I'm just chilling, smelling the beach. Yeah, it's spectacular. So I say all that to say, Dubby's flavors are really, really great. So I'm really excited to see how this blue raz purple grape tastes, because I would use it as like my pre-workout, just my caffeine boost, because I mix it with my my other stuff, like my creatine and L-citrulline. Anyway, I'm talking too much. Down the hatch. I don't taste the raz as much. There it is. The first flavor I get is definitely grape. It tastes like grape Kool-Aid. The raz kind of comes in behind it. That's not bad. It's definitely a little tart. And I think that's from the raz itself. But it's not bad. I still think Beach and Peach is my favorite so far. And between the two, it definitely is. But the next episode we do, so Saturday, I'm going to try out the Egris one for you guys. What that flavor is, I'll reveal it on Saturday. Or you can just go check out the page. Go see the post. Or check out the IG. Anyway, yeah, I want to try this out for you guys. I'm going to sip on this probably throughout the episode, but I'll put this to the side. Anyway, I hope y'all doing good. Question of the day. It's been a while since this has happened, where I thought, I remember what it was. All right. Because I remember for a while, there was times where I would have the question locked and loaded and then forget, and I had it ready today, and then I did all this, obviously, and then I forgot. But now I remember. And, this is just one of those things that you're going to have to bear with me. What TV universe do you think would mesh well with Pokemon? And I know that sounds super random, but I was thinking about, what if Pokemon were real? What if we, had access to Pokemon around the world? Could you imagine, instead of boats, we had a bunch of Laprases in the sea, or like Blastoises, just people on their backs just going where they gotta go. Instead of planes, we got Charizards and Pidgeots and whatever else, flying Pokemon, Staravias, doing things we gotta do. We have Oddishes and Bulbasaurs helping us with gardening, things like that. We have Hauntors and Gengars, being major scary dicks like they are from the lore, but I always wonder, what life would be like if Pokemon were real. I think it'd be very interesting. I don't think, I don't think there'd be as many Pokemon battles like the TV show. I don't think that would be our main source of income, is to battle each other and I take your bread once I beat your ass. I could see criminal syndicates, abusing Pokemon to their whim and their desire, right? Make sure that they get what they want by abusing whatever Pokemon they have. But yeah, I don't think that the rhetoric of, I see you in the street, you look strong, let's fight and give me your bread if you lose. I don't think that would stick. But anyway, I digress. That thought made me think, I wonder if there's a TV show out there, and it doesn't have to be another anime, it doesn't even have to be animated, but what TV show do you think, or TV universe do you think would go well with Pokemon? And, my first immediate thought when I thought about it was, I think it'd be hilarious if, like, South Park had access to Pokemon. And I think South Park because, I'm pretty sure it did something pretty similar way back in the day anyway. I should have just placed it on top. Why did I drop it? What an idiot move. Anyway, I'm sure way back in the day they did an episode where they had some type of Pokemon-esque thing, but I immediately thought that if any universe was going to use Pokemon for a battle-like thing, it would be South Park. Like, I could imagine Eric having, like, a Jigglypuff, because that's the kind of kid he actually is in real life. And I feel like he would have a Jigglypuff, yeah, and all his friends would have, like, the rest of the starter Pokemon. And I feel like he'd be the one to constantly make them fall asleep and, like, draw on their face or steal their shit. And because of that, then they want to fight him. So they challenge him to a one-on-one Pokemon battle. And obviously, Pokemon battles are like a 6v6, right? But because Cartman is a dastardly bastard, he already caught other Pokemon. Like, and they don't know that, right? Because obviously, Pokemon are in the wild, so while the battle aspect of trainer to trainer might not be a thing, the capture aspect still is. Not so much the Pokemon Master, gotta get them all. There might not even be gyms, but you want to get a different array of Pokemon because they can do various different things, right? So, the boys, so you got Stan, Kenny, and Kyle. So those three, they would have one Pokemon each because they think that's what's going to happen. So I would imagine in my head that because Kyle's the one who probably was arguing with Eric first and foremost, they're going to battle first, right? So I would imagine that if they had the three starter Pokemon, Kyle definitely has Bulbasaur, Kenny definitely has Charmander, and Stan has Squirtle, okay? So Jigglypuff and Bulbasaur fight, and Jigglypuff almost loses, but Bulbasaur ends up losing, right? So then they send in Stan to finish him off, and Stan's Squirtle ends up beating Jigglypuff. Now, they think they won, right? They think they won. But because Eric Cartman is a secret evil genius, he pulls out a second Pokeball. And they're obviously all stunned, like, what the fuck does he have? Now, again, they're kids, so they're not out there really training their Pokemon, so they don't have any advanced Pokemon, but, Pokemon are Pokemon. At the end of the day, they're gonna do some damage. So, of course, you know who Eric pulls out? Because obviously it's still early in his Pokemon career. You're very limited to what you can get. There's like maybe 4 Pokemon in his immediate area because his mom's not gonna let him go anywhere super crazy to go Pokemon hunt, right? Pulls out a Pidgey, and it fucks that Squirtle up. Because deep down inside, Eric knew Kyle's not gonna do a 1v1. That's actually, it's growing on me. Kyle won't do a 1v1. He'll have everyone else jump in. So Eric came prepared, right? So his Pidgey beat Squirtle's ass, right? Now it's up to Kenny. And Kenny's impartial, but he's like, fuck it. I'm here. I might as well. So Kenny goes out. He pulls out Charmander, and Charmander whoops Pidgey's ass. Pidgey gets a couple good hits in, but Charmander beats his ass, right? They then name it again, and Eric pulls out his third. It's his final. They don't know that, though, but his third Pokemon. And again, he can't go far. He doesn't have access to Pokemon like that. It's only a small amount. I imagine he's like in a pallet town type area, right? You need to have access to maybe five Pokemon. He pulls out a Rattata. It's a fierce battle between Charmander and Rattata. But because Charmander has his elemental abilities, he squeaks out the dub. But anyway, I don't know why I took you down that crazy idea that I had, but to answer your question, I think, or to answer my question, he said to his past self, I think South Park would be the perfect TV universe for Pokemon, like a mashup. Like the hijinks they can get into, the things that would happen in that show would elevate to a whole nother level. I also thought about SVU, like Law and Order, the cop show, because I've been watching a lot of it, and I just thought about like what imagine a Growlithe working for the police force, like what that could do. You know what I mean? If they had Pidgeys who could be eye in the sky, like what that could do. You know, things like that. They could have like a Caterpie like slug its way into someone's crib and just kind of be like, put a bug on his head. Things like that. This is how my mind operates, y'all. Welcome. Yes. Welcome. Anyway, yeah. So let me know right in the comments. Like what TV show, what TV universe do you think would be a great mashup for Pokemon? I also, part of me wonders if Grey's Anatomy would be a good pick. Nah, I take that back. No Grey's Anatomy. But I do think Law and Order, the cop show, just how they could use it, again, is how my brain operates, but I definitely think South Park would be a phenomenal pick. Let me know what you guys think. And while you're doing that, and there's a lot of Pokemon to think about, so there's a lot of scenarios you can consider while you're writing this answer. While you're doing that, let me pick your poison. I'm not gonna lie to y'all, I'm pretty sick about that tower falling. It was looking real good, and my dumb ass just had to drop the Jenga piece on top like that. There were 0 brain cells used in that moment. I'm ashamed. All right, let's see what we got. I'm gonna pick that one. I'm gonna pick that one. I refuse to ever pick 3 cards in a row like I did before, because that was probably the hardest picking poison I ever had. Have toes on your hands and fingers on your feet. Have your high school yearbook photo become a meme. Have every toilet seat you sit on for the rest of your life be covered in warm urine. I don't make it, I should say, a habit of shitting in public. And I am super grateful I'm a man, because I can piss standing up. Because I couldn't imagine having to touch my bare ass cheeks to a porcelain throne to only discover that there's this warm liquid now touching aforementioned ass cheeks, and it's someone else's warm piss. The anger that would flow through my body could probably rival magma in terms of heat. I think I would tear down the urinal door if I ever sat down and it was piss on the seat. Warm piss on the... Yeah, so obviously that one's not going to be chosen. Have toes on your hands and fingers on your feet. Just the idea of little nublets on my hand made me chuckle, but not enough to pick it. Because I don't remember what my high school yearbook photo was. Oh, I do remember. Oh, man. There's a really good chance I have a bow tie on in that picture. And I don't think it's a very well tied bow tie. I could be wrong. I don't remember. For some reason in my head, I'm imagining like a mohawk too. I don't recall. That was over 10 years ago when I graduated high school. So if it became a meme, whatever, virality, right? I mean, people are going to see me and be like, who is this guy? They're going to look me up. They're going to find this podcast and they'll watch it. So yes, I will allow my high school yearbook photo to become a meme. I don't know what they would say about it, but I can tell you one thing. Whatever they say, it won't be worse than having every toilet seat that I sit on for the rest of my life have warm. You know how gasp worthy it would be to walk into your own bathroom and sit down, and every time you sat down, there's warm urine on your seat. You'd be like, damn, I swear I just cleaned this yesterday. Apparently not well enough, because because you're cursed by warm urine constantly sitting on your seat. Horrendous. Let me know what you guys are picking. Yearbook, photo, meme, toes on hands, fingers on feet, or warm piss on the toilet seat. If you're smart people, you're not picking the last option. But some of you are weird. I don't know. You let me know. Put it in the comments. And while you're doing that, allow me. Again, please. I insist. It's my pleasure. Allow me to grab the wheel of fun. Let's see what the wheel got for us today. Sports, huh? So, hey, it just happened earlier this week. So I'm going to bring it up. That Super Bowl, man. The Eagles killed them boys. That was a great performance. And it was, man, it was so crazy. I had no intention on watching that game because I was tired of seeing the Chiefs win. But I'm so glad I watched that game because the Chiefs did not win. The Eagles put on a hell of a game. The Chiefs were obviously pretty shaken up. It seems like the Chiefs only prepared for Saquon's run game. They were stopping him and stuffing him pretty well defensively. Everything else, they had no answers for. The Eagles look good, man. The Eagles looked really, really good, and I'm really happy for them because I did not want the Chiefs to get another win. I'm being honest. I couldn't deal with hearing them be talked about as champions for another year into the next football season. But that's just me. So, yeah, until next season, we'll see what happens. Like I said, I live in Buffalo, so I'm a Buffalo fan by support, but I'm a Steelers fan by love. Like, I love my Steelers team regardless, unfortunately, even though the latter half of our season was a laughing stock. It's neither here nor there. Still got love for my Steelers. Yeah. Basketball, the Nets are finally looking good again. We had like a really rough losing streak. I think we just won our game yesterday by a small margin. Trade deadlines were crazy. The Luka trade, Jimmy Butler's trade, a lot of stuff went down. Obviously, this is All-Star Weekend too coming up. Do y'all still watch or care about All-Star Weekend? I don't. I just. It hasn't been interesting to me in at least 4 or 5 years, minimum. It could be more than that, but it hasn't hit. Dunk contest hasn't been. They need to bring back some more. Like, people need to get creative again when it comes to dunks. Like, I don't know, put on a morphing sequence and then dunk. Like, box somebody and then immediately dunk afterwards. I don't know. Just come up with something entertaining. Stop doing the same basic jumps and shit. Like, we need something more. But do y'all watch that shit still? Like, All-Star games are a joke. The Pro Bowl had like a 77-63 score for the football game in the Pro Bowl. All-Star weekend for NBA is probably not going to be any better. I feel like the over is going to be 250. No, 300. The over is going to be 300. For sure. Over under 300 for sure. And I don't know what the over under is. I don't know if we can even bet on the NBA All-Star Weekend game, but if I had to gamble, and if you set it high, like let's say the over under is 250, I'm still going over. If the over under is 300, I'm still going over. But that's just me. Let me know what you guys think. I'm gonna keep sipping on this drink. I'm gonna let you guys go. As I said before, happy pre-Valentine's Day. I hope you enjoy your Valentine's Day. And if you're by yourself, if you're single, I still hope you enjoy your Valentine's Day. Go treat yourself, man. Captain America about to drop. Go watch that. Like me tomorrow is a Friday, so I still gotta work, right? I'm make myself, I bought a nice dry aged steak. I'm making myself some steak and eggs for breakfast. So I'm treating myself. I might take myself out to dinner tomorrow night. Who knows? You feel me? But I'll tell you what. I'm going to treat myself because I love me, and you should love you too. Words of wisdom, baby. That's all I got. Until next time, this is King Echo, signing off.